Hey everybody, how's it going? Kevin, aka Shadow00 here. Welcome to another in-depth review. This week I'm just going to be doing this one comic book because something came up. Today we're going to just be reviewing Venom Carnage Unleashed, Part 3 of 4. Continuing on. Next week is going to be the fourth and final issue of this series. I was supposed to do this, Lobo, The Last Zarni #2 from that trade paperback from last week, and some other comic that I got a few weeks back. But just going to do this one today because, like I said, something came up. So I'm short on time, so I apologize to you all. This is the only comic book this week. But next week I will be reviewing the ones that I mentioned, plus an extra one. Alright, so here we go. We're continuing on. It starts off on the Sawmill River Parkway in Westchester. Carnage still has Dr. Pazzo as in custody or hostage, and he drives away and he meets up with this bus that's filled with criminals. They're going to a corrections department, and he stops by. He gets inside the bus and he starts killing the cops there. You know his drill. He loves to kill. And then we go to the East Village. Eddie Brock is disguised himself as Clive, that junkie that Kristen was with, to get to her apartment. And so he goes into the apartment and he is completely beat down from issue 2, when Carnage pretty much threw Venom into the train on the end of issue 2, and she tries and get help. And on the Henry Hudson Parkway, Pavo and Carnage were about to hit some sort of school bus, and she tries to turn it around so the kids won't get hurt, and Carnage's like, why don't you blast through them? And she's like, no, over my dead body. So she turns the bus around. The bus falls into the water with the criminals inside, and they were pretty much drowned in there, and Carnage is like, wow, you killed them. That's amazing. And she's like, no, I didn't, and all that. So she's pretty upset with that. Then we go to in the East Village again. In the bathroom, Kristen and Eddie Brock were chatting about what's going on out there. And Kristen was going to call the police, and Eddie's like, no, don't do that, because I don't know if he was talking about Clive or Carnage, but he said, like, he's an escape maniac and he's wanted by the law. So, and you can see Clive here listening to the discussion that they're having. So, oh yeah, by the way, this is a flashback of Cletus Cassidy's first kill. This is his grandmother, and this is Cassidy as a kid pushing his grandmother into the stairs, causing her to die. And they were in the sewer by the way, when he was talking about it, because he was so excited that he killed his own grandmother. And so after that flashback, Carnage makes his way up to the Ravenclaw Tower. But before we find out what happens there, we go back yet again in the East Village. Eddie Brock finds Clive right in front of the door, and he wants to talk to him, but Clive's like, I'm going back downstairs and I'm calling the police. And Brock's like, wait. And Clive's like, don't touch me, you maniac. And he falls into the stairway all the way down there. And then explains to Kristen that he was a junkie, he was using you. But Kristen was like, no, he wasn't using me. He was pretending to be a junkie so he could move into Milieu, or whatever it is. Milieu, I think that's a French thing or whatever. But anyway, she also stated that he was writing a whole series of poems about the drug culture, and he caged money off her to pay off the printer so he can get his journalists on the hook. But and he murders him, and she's really mad at Eddie Brock for what he did. But thing is, Eddie Brock didn't do anything. Clive fell on his own, and Venom tried to save him, and he blames himself for not saving him, and it's because of him or us, because, you know, Venom and says us, you know, as the symbiote, and Eddie, you know his quote, "We are Venom, and you'll pay for what you did to us." And yeah, so he's pretty guilty of what happened there. And then we move on to the Carnage scene where he goes inside the building, and you see the worker or president of the game that Carnage was starred in. And like in issue 1, he used his symbiote trend drills, I think that's what you call it, to go inside the computer and take control of somebody. But instead of just controlling somebody, he kills one of the co-workers or viewers or whatever it was. They didn't say who it was. But yeah, so he just keeps doing that to the rest of the other folks. And again, Carnage has hostages with him, so they're in big trouble. And then we go to the East Village one more time. The police and the ambulance show up. Venom runs off, and Kristen's like, "You murderer, I'm going to devote my whole life to seeing that you'll pay." But she overhears the ambulance guys talking, and they announce that Clive is still alive, but both of his legs are broken and he's got a fractured spine. So, and which they're saying that he's going to be paralyzed for life now, and she has that some sort of look on her face. I don't know if that's a look of relief or a look of concern, because she called Venom a murderer, but he's not dead. But I don't know how she's gonna feel about him after that. Like, is she gonna still be mad at Venom for the cause of all this, or is she gonna forgive him or whatnot? But it ends up with Venom on his way to fight Carnage in this conclusion of the series. And that's it. 4.5 out of 5 for me for this book. I thought it was very good. Artwork's still doing very good. And I can't wait to review the final one. Wondering what's going to happen to Carnage and Venom now when they fight. But yeah, pick this up if you haven't yet. It's a good way to... If you want some good classic books to collect, then yeah, this would be it. The series in general is really good, because I already read 4 already. I had all the issues a few weeks now, but the final one is going to be next week, plus many more. And before I go, I'd like to announce, go check out www.comicrelated.com for your comic book news, reviews, etc. Go to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Dark Avenger Inc. and give it a like. Subscribe here on Dark Avenger Inc. Plus, both on YouTube and on Dark Avenger Inc. That's also on YouTube, as you know.
And also, don't forget to check out bkbn.net for more reviews and toy reviews as well. So go check them out.
Yeah, that's a new thing that he just told me today. I'm
bkbn.net.
bkbn.net. All right. So that's BKNT. I completely.
bkbn.net. Don't worry, I got it.
Yeah, that's a new thing that you can check out too. And go to our individual sites as me, Kevin Shadow000, and Mike Duderock18 in Dark Avenger Inc. and Chris Dark Avenger C86 on Dark Avenger Inc. And that's all I have to say. Oh yeah, comments please. It would mean a lot to me if I got your feedback or any other information that you have. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what comment it is, just comment. It's all like, man. Well, unless it's like a troll comment or a bad comment, then no, don't even bother then. Just don't watch the vid then.
Yeah, and show YouTube likes video by giving a favorite as well.
Yeah. Yes. Well, if you want. You don't have to favorite, but comments would be much appreciated though. So that's all I gotta say for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'll be doing more next week. I'm sorry, this is only one comic book this week, but it'll be better. It'll be better. We still got Ask Venom to do anyway. So, this is Kevin Shadow00 signing off. Take care of yourselves and each other. And keep collecting, reading, reviewing, and all that other stuff. Anything you do is just keep up the great work that you guys do. Keep supporting this site and Dark Avenger Inc. Plus. Dark Avenger Inc. This is Dark Avenger Plus. Whew. Man, all those tongue twisters, man. Alright, so see you guys next time. Take care.